Well, by far the #1 cause for hair loss in women is female pattern hair loss. And female pattern hair loss is both genetic and hormonal. It's not abnormal genetics and it's not abnormal hormones, but it's a sensitivity from the hair follicles to those hormones. And that's a genetic sensitivity that somebody can't control. One of the things that absolutely plays a factor with female pattern hair loss is we often see as somebody gets older, especially when they get towards menopause, we see hair loss changes. And of course with menopause, there are lots of changes in terms of estrogen and progesterone and the hormones that are affecting menopause. And those are absolutely having an influence in causing more hair loss. I think with in hair loss with men, many people will kid around it and talk about it. But with women, it's almost taboo. You don't really hear women talking about hair loss. They're afraid of it, and they're afraid to talk about it because it's just not socially acceptable. And so that, of course, causes so much increased stress and anxiety. It can affect somebody, what they're doing socially. It can affect them professionally. They may be afraid to date. They may be afraid to have certain types of jobs where their hair would be blowing in the wind or their hair could get wet. So it's very, very difficult. Women should be very comfortable with this device. Very significant clinical studies were done to go ahead and get the FDA clearance. And the clinical studies were both to prove that it worked well and also that it was very safe. Clearance of the HairMax laser comb is absolutely an exciting development for women. Finally, they have something that they can utilize that is going to be much easier for them to use and also is very efficacious. So the combination of ease of use and efficaciousness is going to make a huge, huge difference for women. If you're losing hair and it's frustrating you, you're concerned about it, you're thinking about it a lot, you need to first and foremost, you need to determine what's causing it, and I would suggest seeing a dermatologist. In all likelihood, it's going to be female pattern hair loss. The HairMax laser comb and minoxidil are the only two approved treatments for female pattern hair loss.